Hi, my name is Kelly, and I'm the Human Resources Director at the City of Muskogee. Welcome to this edition of MCTV. In this segment of Employee Spotlight, we'll be featuring the Public Works Department.
We have, especially in the street end of it, we have had an assessment that told us that we needed at least $3.5 million annually budgeted to keep the streets at a status quo. And of course, when you've got a $900,000 budget, you're going to have the streets continually fail. So it's a challenge for us to come up with different methods to work within that budget, and I think we do a very good job. Public Works has the primary responsibility of maintaining the city's infrastructure. Public Works is split into approximately 9 divisions, and there's roughly 12 to 25 per division. It varies amongst the divisions, and then we do put part-time summer help on in the street program. One of the bigger challenges this year has been the weather. The weather creates all kind of obstacles in Public Works, whether it's the sanitation pickup or street repair, or it creates so many drainage issues. Those are two separate issues. A traffic signal, if they'll call in, we'll go out and do a little research on it and see if it meets the warrants. It's got to meet the warrants for installation, and then of course the majority of the traffic signals are on the highway system, and because of the funding, it definitely will be a city council issue. So if we deem it's advisable to put it in, we will take that before the city council and go in that direction. A stop sign, you'll call Public Works and ask for a stop sign request to be reviewed. The secretaries will take the information down. They will give it to Jim Wixom, the assistant director. He will research that and see if there's a high traffic rate or if there's a visual impairment on that intersection, and then we'll decide whether it is advisable to put a stop sign on it.
I've been with Public Works for 38 years. My title is Assistant Public Works Director of Operations. The city is responsible for all the roads inside the city limits, highways and county roads. The street department cleans the storm drains, and they're cleaned on a as needed basis due to rains.
Well, when we got storms predicted, we got manpower out looking at roads. Bridges are our main concern. Emergency services, that's where we'll start. We'll usually start with a sand-salt mixture, and then we started recently working with salt brine solutions, trying to do intersections and stuff like that. That would be Public Works Traffic Division. They handle all the speed limit signs, all the crosswalk signs, all the pre-warning signs, and then they also take care of all the signal lights. So that would be the pedestrian signal lights, the school signal lights.
Well, depending on whether you're talking about residential, that's what we'll start with, household waste is the only thing that's supposed to go into your poly cart. And we will pick up 5 extra bags of trash with your cart on your pickup day, as long as they don't weigh more than 35 pounds a bag. We don't take anything hazardous. We don't like liquids, poisons, chemicals. It's just basically normal household waste.
Well, there's several risks, such as meth labs, chemicals, light bulbs, even the little pop bottles with the lids on them. If the lid was to happen to come down and hit it, it could pop off, hit you in the eye, somewhere like that, and hurt you. We have 5 residential routes, 3 commercial routes. We have 12 sanitation trucks. We have 3 half-ton trucks that we drive and a 1-ton truck that we haul polycars with.
We have a program that allows disabled residents to let us come up to their house and pick up the cart and take it out. They don't have to wheel it to the curb. The requirements are that you have your doctor send us a letter that says that you're not able to put your trash out. And we also send them a form each year, and they fill that out, and show that they still qualify for this program. And so they can choose to have a blue cart, which is the disabled color, or they can have their green cart. It doesn't matter to us, but we do offer that program to them. We have a yard waste program on Fridays. You call in during the week between Monday and Thursday at 3 o'clock, and this applies to the weeks that we don't have a holiday. And then we will come out and pick up bags of leaves, bags of grass, or small bundles of limbs, and we'll pick up to 10 on Friday when you call us, and you have it sitting out by 7 a.m. Any extra bags or bundles, no more than 35 pounds each.
You just have to call before 2 the day of your trash route if they didn't get it, and we'll send a truck back to pick it up.
Encore is our recycle center right now. It's located at the corner of North Main and Iola. And they take cardboard, they take paper, they take newspapers, aluminum cans, glass that's clear or green, and they take like car batteries. They take plastics, numbers 1 and 2. That's mostly water bottles, bottles that have a smaller top than they do a base. All of sanitation, public works, everybody participates in the citywide cleanup. Well, they can take advantage of it. It's a wonderful program that lets you get rid of a lot of trash that you don't have to pay. It's free to Muskogee residents.
The only other reason we would not work would be like ice, snow, or fog. Other than that, we go.
A lot of call-ins that we get over there are calls such as there are limbs laying in the street, there's weeds or brush blocking stop signs, street signs, overgrown grass. We also get calls for illegal dump sites, which are where furniture or big debris has been dumped, and they will call environmental control and let us know. And that's sort of the type of things that we get calls on. We also do a citywide program where we pick items up from people's curbs for free, and it's twice a year. So we will get calls about that, mosquito spraying, things like that.
We maintain the right-of-ways, some city-owned lots, drainage ditches. We spray for mosquitoes. We spray the right-of-ways with herbicides to keep the weeds down. We'll do the right-of-ways like on Shawnee, Turnpike, 69 Highway, and there is property inside the city limits that we maintain. When we're mowing the right-of-ways, we have to watch out for manholes, we have to watch out for water meters, gas pipes, gas meters, big rocks. I mean, there's sometimes you're driving, mowing, and then one day you're mowing it and there's nothing there. The next day it could be it fell off a truck, could be a big piece of metal. We do have a street sweeper in my department when we run in zones, and then we do arterials. We'll pick up after a snow event, you'll see the truck going out and picking up the sand and the salt off the arterial streets right after the snow event, and then we clean up the leaves out of the off the curb to keep them from getting into the stormwater, getting into the drainage canals.
We do not pick up hazardous material. Yeah. We do have the household pollutant event, which is at the fairgrounds, and they can take hazardous things there. There's a list of things they can and can't take, but we do have household pollutant event at the Muskogee Fairgrounds, yes. When we have that event, they can take like tires also there, but there's so many that's allowed per person or per truck or per vehicle. Certain kinds of like paints, like pesticides, things like that are some of the things that they can take down there. I'm thinking more toward when our crews are out and our employees are out mowing and such, just for people to be aware of what's going on and be, use the best safety procedures they can and pay attention to our guys that are out mowing, and they're mowing next to streets and highways, and they just need to pay attention to what's going on. That's the first thing that pops in my mind.
Safety-wise, for our employees, the public needs to understand when they see our signs out mowing to slow down, watch out for our guys.
Yeah, real close calls. Cars really don't respect the trash trucks. You can have your orange shirts on, vest, and I guess they be not paying attention.
To answer your question on what the public could do is just be aware of the public works employees that are out there. Our safety concerns are a big issue to us, and we've got the majority of the public works employees working in the street. And if the motorists would just be aware, slow down, and pay attention to the public works vehicles, that would be very much appreciated.
If you have any infrastructure question, give Public Works a call.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of MCTV. We'll see you next time.